Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're running with the theme of wisdom, okay? So wisdom in one's self, wisdom in connections, both platonic and romantic, general wisdom that you may need to know about. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. It really does help out the channel being such a small channel, so thank you. With the theme of wisdom this week, we have both the Earth Wisdom Oracle as well as the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. Okay, clarifying everything with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. And I also have the Romantic Fairy Love Oracle as well. Okay, so getting into it for you. Cancer. No? My goodness, sorry, Scorpio. I am aware it is Scorpio that I'm reading for. I just finished the Cancer reading a moment ago, so I am sorry. Some of you may have some Cancer placements or have someone in your world that will be coming out in the reading that is Cancer. For some reason, I'm being the word Cancer. I don't know what's going on about that there, but I learnt something today about, it's called glass cancer, and it's like when water or something gets in the sheets of glass and it leaves that, you know how on like your shower screens you get that white looking thing that you can't get rid of. That may be relevant to somebody. Somebody might need to know about glass cancer. There you go. Ooh, did you hear that thunder? When the thunder calls you from a mountain high, it's time to spread your wings and fly. No one probably knows that song, but leave me a comment if you know that song, because it's one of the first bands that I ever listened to, like back in the 90s. Okay, Scorpio. Wisdom that Scorpio needs, please. Wisdom for Scorpio. Going on tangents for you, Scorpio. Why are we trying to avoid messages here? Oh, that's why. Because of joy. We have joy coming through for you. Why are you trying to avoid happiness and joy? Just being blissful and peaceful, and it does feel like that's the wisdom you need to accept at the moment is joy, that sometimes things are happy and that is okay. It's not having to see the worst in everything, not having to fear the worst in everything, that I can just feel joyful and happy. Doesn't need to be questioned. We also have relief coming through. So it should be a relief that you feel joy, yeah? That it should be a relief that you are entering a phase where you can feel joy again in your life, Scorpio. Clarify this message for Scorpio, please. Because I am picking up here too. Both of those cards, I'm picking up a lot of random messages for you, Scorpio. Both of those cards have a feminine with dark, long hair. How is that relevant to you? A woman with dark, long hair. We see a lot of clover depicted in those two pictures as well. Clover is luck, good luck. Okay, so you deserve this peacefulness, this joy. Clarify joy and relief for Scorpio, please. Scorpio, joy and relief for Scorpio. The wisdom Scorpio needs to know. King trumps the jacks, yeah? This one flew out. This is the lily. Okay, this is the king of spades. Long-term stuff, longevity, relief, Scorpio. The joy is here to stay. It's all about intimacy, the joy of intimacy. And it's, for some of you, it may have to do with physical intimacy, but intimacy rather than physical, if that makes sense. Like it can still be physical intimacy, but not in just a physical kind of way. It's an emotionally intimate physical joy as well. Okay, so the difference between making love and having sex. We're looking at making love. Emotional intimacy with oneself is what brings the joy and the relief that it's okay to feel joy. Okay, and that trumps these two jacks. We have the clouds and the scythe, or the sickle. I feel like needing to call it the sickle for some of you here. So that's the jack of clubs and the jack of diamonds. So that shows me that there's like a sudden change in your thoughts, that there is, the clouds is all about the way that you think about things, the way that you hold on to anxiety and overthink things. The scythe reaps, comes through and reaps for harvest. It comes through and cuts away all that clouded confusion, anxiety, overthinking energy, and it's a sudden, unexpected like harvest for you here, where you're able to harvest that joy, and it's a relief for you here. The longevity of this trumps the jacks for sure. I want to just grab one more just to clarify those two, because usually the scythe brings some sort of change. I do feel as though it's breaking free from impulsive thought, breaking free from anxiety, like fears and anxieties, within your own thought space. But I just want to, usually it moves towards something. So after we, like I said, it reaps a harvest. So what's the harvest that comes from breaking free from these thoughts that are entrapping us? There's that clover again. We have the clover coming through. Good luck. And so I am seeing a lot of impulsivity here. Happiness on the bottom of the deck. So a lot of joy and happiness in your potential energy here. And it's wisdom about making the changes that lead to happiness, choosing joy. It's a relief to have that ish out of your life. It's a relief to be able to have joyful thoughts, happy thoughts, positive thoughts. But it is a little bit impulsive here, and it kind of comes out of nowhere here, where all of a sudden you're breaking free and you're going, that's it, I'm choosing to jump in the deep end and see what happens when, I accept emotional intimacy and joy into my world. And then, it leads to a lot of relief just on your whole system. It's like, is something specific happening that is bringing about this change for Scorpio? Is there something specific that is bringing this about for Scorpio, please? I'm hearing twist of thought, it's just the way you're thinking about things more than anything. But we have the house clarifying here. So there may be something happening around your family or your house, around your sense of security and stability in life. So this is where we would see things like, especially with that emotional intimacy here, you may be finding stability in something emotionally, finding your own sense of emotional stability. This can also show mental stability just sort of coming to you. Security, I feel like for some of you, it's like you finally get word that you have a stable, that you've been maybe anxious or fearful that you're going to lose your job, and all of a sudden you get news that this is No, it's stable, it's secure, your job is secure, and it just brings this sense of relief to you, whatever that is about. So, and for some of you, it's to do with the house itself, the family. So there's it just feels like there's something that has been stressing you out, making you anxious, making you nervous, and you've been expecting the worst. And there's something coming through that's showing you, no, that's quite stable, secure. You don't have to concern yourself with that. That is a king as well. So that's also trumping out any sudden impulsive things happening out of nowhere. All right. So even if things are changing out of nowhere, or something is, you're suddenly breaking free from these thought processes, it's for the best. Okay, it's being trumped by stability and by emotional intimacy and longevity. All right. Scorpio, wisdom for Scorpio. Okay, that was a couple. I don't know that I'll take those. I might just check what chakras they are. Because that was a whole bunch. Oh, okay. No, I am going to take those, and it's not necessarily the chakras with these. It's a phrase or something, because we see acceptance. Okay, so acceptance, miracle, and then instinct. So, it's accepting a miracle of joy coming into your life, that accepting this miracle, this good luck, this turn of thinking within your own self, accepting that as a miracle for you here. And your instinct, your instinct is telling you, oh, I'm a bit scared of joy. But why is your instinct to not accept the joy, not accept that this could be a miracle for you, that joy is here to stay in your life? Okay, but with the main ones I've drawn for you, we have impartiality. Okay, so that's a crown chakra. Needing to balance yourself out a little bit more here, needing to find that balance of, yeah, it's okay to worry about joy, but it's okay to accept it as well. Being impartial, being balanced. That's part of the universal consciousness chakra there. We also see forgiveness, which is from the third eye chakra, which is that intuition, that instinct coming through there. Forgiveness, forgiving yourself for feeling this instinct against joy, because I feel like, Scorpio, you have this instinct against joy. You're like waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're waiting for the bad thing to happen, and you're sort of needing to forgive yourself for thinking that way, or thinking the way that you have been thinking in the past here. And that's why it's happening so suddenly for you, and you're changing that very suddenly here. You're sort of coming out of that anxiety and that overthinking really kind of quickly here. And it's because you're balancing out and forgiving yourself, being very emotionally intimate with yourself, and understanding that, do you know what, it's okay that I have felt that way. I'm willing to make the change now and move towards acceptance of happiness and acceptance of that joy. And that's what matters, right? Tomorrow is what matters. The next steps is what matters. The stability is what matters, not whatever's happened in the past here. I can forgive the past, especially when it comes to, yourself, and the way that you have thought about yourself or felt towards yourself. Because with that instinct card, I am sort of seeing that, that thing where it's like there's two wolves inside you. It's the wolf that you feed, and in the past you've been feeding the wolf that tells you you're not good enough, you can't be happy, you can't have this, you can't have that. So it's changing that, to start feeding the other wolf here, forgiving yourself for feeding the wrong wolf, basically, is what I'm trying to say there. Wisdom for Scorpio with love and romance. Pardon me. Wisdom for our Scorpios when it comes to love and romance. freedom. Freeing yourself from those constraints of thought to start with, allowing joy to happen in your life. Healthy space and room to breathe. So, allowing yourself the freedom to have joy, have real feelings of joy and happiness. We have real feelings coming through here. You share true romantic feelings worth exploring. The freedom to explore these real feelings, the freedom to feel them, to feel joy. It should be a relief to you because they are real. It is worth exploring. Dreams come true. Okay, Scorpio. So have faith. Your rainbow will come smiling on through. Okay. Happiness is there for the taking. Allow yourself the freedom to take it. I feel a big change happening for you, Scorpio. Birthday season for you guys as well. So happy birthday to all the Scorpios. But your dreams are coming true. And I feel like this is a big shift for you, Scorpio. And it's all starting with the way that you're thinking about things within your own self and the way that you're accepting joy and happiness into your life and allowing that to be something that stabilizes you for the long term rather than being fearful of that anymore. All right. So that's what we're seeing for you today, Scorpio. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements, of course. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and I will see you all again soon.